I think the question of what strategy is the place to start if we're going to talk about any of this stuff, because I don't know who did this, how it happened, but over decades, Scott, it's been overcomplicated. There are about 40,000 books on strategy, by the way, in the English language. So you'd think we've got this thing nailed by now. And we kind of lost the core essence, right? Strategy is about one thing only. And that is an articulation of how your organization creates value. Like that is it. Strategy is an articulation of how your organization creates value. Now, we buzzworded value creation too, so I like to break that down. All value creation is driving the biggest gap possible between two things. On one hand, your customer's willingness to pay for your products, services, and solutions. The other hand, your total cost of getting it to them, right? So strategy is just about, and I'm using my hands, and I know it's awkward when we're not in person, but strategy is just about moving these two needles apart and keeping them apart over time. And that anchor of value creation drives every single strategic decision that we will make in an organization, because you're saying for your strategic priorities, is it move a needle up, move a needle down, or keep them apart over time? And the trap that companies fall in, right, is they're doing hundreds, if not thousands of things, which cause these needles to bounce. Because we think long lists of things make us look strategic, where actually strategy is about those few things you're going to do that fundamentally drive those needles apart and keep them apart over time. So that's it. Strategy was, it is, it will always be about an articulation of how you create value. Now, I do think, though, that that is sometimes hard to explain. So what I like to do is actually make it even simpler and say, yes, it's an articulation of how you create value, but I like to put that into a simple story. And the reason that simple story is important is I need people and companies to actually remember what it is. And the story that I tell to build a strategy is, what's the situation and how's it going to change? What is success? So where are we going to play? How are we going to win? What could stop us? So what should we do?